Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of our Dragon Age Inquisition playthrough. This is episode 8 and we are about to make one of the biggest decisions in this universe to date, whether we choose the Mages or the Templars. Now, I actually did a poll for this in my Discord, which I'm looking at right now, and basically, long story short, no one voted Templars, and 4 people as of this time, I only put the poll out last night to be fair, 4 people voted Mages. So with a landslide, we will be going Mages and dealing with the Templars as villains for the rest of this game, therefore. But I wanted to leave it to everyone because I really couldn't make the choice and it was starting to stress me out, to be honest, which a game should never do. But some of these choices, you know what they're like. They're actually very morally painful choices sometimes. So we will be going with the Mages. Personally, I think I had a little bit of a hint towards Mages myself, but I know that a lot of people have said that actually some of the Templar stuff is really interesting too. But we'll deal with that, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with going Mages. I think it's probably better overall. I think it fits where my character is as well as regards what he knows, what he's aware of at this moment. And so we will be doing that. So what we're going to do is we're going to quickly go and to the War Council quick, do that, and then we're going to head out, close the rifts in the hinterlands, and from there go and ally with the Mages. Maybe another time we'll play Templars, maybe in an alternate future. In another world we did choose the Templars. Okay, choose successor in lights. Okay, please convey my gratitude to all help ensure my safety in these trying times. My husband informs me that I am your Inquisition to thank for the timely intervention, blah blah. Roads are indeed dangerous. I will do my best to improve their safety. Okay, yeah, so basically we've got her as just now. And I should have had more faith in my agents. Of course they tracked down Provident, who sought shelter from the Mage Templar conflict with a wealthy Navaran patron. We provided a brief description of Bianca, and Provident adapted the design for a leaf spring stabilizer to suit one of her stocks. We were also able to secure his original designs for our own use in siege engines. It's a win. Okay. Anything else to do on here? I don't think so. I think these are all previously done. Okay, yeah. Anything here to do? Nope. Half of them got the coin, which will send Josephine.
Let us begin.
Cool. Sorry, I'm just pointing my heater towards me because I'm a little bit cold. Got a new blade there. I want to see. Oh, what's this? Prismatic Great Axe. Where did that come from? Hello? That good for Bull? Better than what he has? Yeah, it's way better. Oh, it's level 12, okay. Good to have though. Is that better than the one Sarah has currently? Sarah, where are you? There we are. Better in almost everywhere. Cool, right. Oh, is that what we got from that? We must have got that from the Asterium. Asterium, is that this? Yeah, it is that, isn't it? That's what it's called. I'm being dumb, don't mind me. I can get rid of that one. Oh, you have to like click it. Okay, yeah. I'm silly. I want to go back to Varric, and how do I upgrade Bianca exactly? How do you do it? I don't know. I don't know.
Stay safe out there.
Stay safe out there. Thanks, old chum.
Good day.
Good day to you too.
Good day to you.
Everyone loves
Researcher
me.
Monet believes these notes could have...
Why does Bianca not show up here? That's what frustrates me. Right, 1 second, I'll look this up. How to upgrade Bianca. Put the modified weapon stations and use the change character control to change to Varric. Oh, you have to be on Varric. Okay, it's annoying. There we go. Right. Aiming. Aiming module 2. Grip. Can't do anything with that. Bianca arms 3. Can I change that to anything else? No. Okay. So basically all I have right now is that aiming module. Confirm changes. So that makes that a little bit stronger at least. Wow. If I can just take that off and it just looks like a absolute shite. Interesting. Anyway, right. Cool. Right. Anyway, as long as I know that I can do that with Varric stuff now, I know how to do that. That's fine. Right. So. We're going to go out to the hinterlands. We're going to go to... No, 1 second. Hinterlands. Drifts in the wood. We need to head down to here. Okay. Right, let's take... Who are we taking this time? We'll take Iron Bull. Sarah and Varric. Why not? Yeah, we'll take a physical team for a change. This is where we're going to need mage bullshittery. Guarantee it. Now that I picked that, guarantee it. How it always goes with this type of stuff. Okay, let's head out. Genuinely just prefer to use my charge than getting on my horse. Not gonna lie. Okay. Let's beat up some demons. Okay, how's everyone jumping everywhere? Jump, jump, jump around, etc., etc. Jump up, can get down, etc., etc. Okay. Am I going to get this off? Or not? No. Fine. Oh, there's lots of these guys. Loads of rage demons. Who doesn't love some rage? If you ain't raging, what's the point? Okay. Iron Bull's not doing too well. He's not doing too hard. Go. Come on, you do better. That's not the one I wanted to pull, but okay. That's fine. There we go. Oh, and they're off again. And they're off. hate these despair demons with a passion. There we go. It's down, and with that, the third rift done. Nice. Oh, there's a quest somewhere around here. I think it might be outside and to the left, so to speak. No, evidently not. Further up, like above, maybe. Mayhaps. Looks to me like it could be a matter of going up somewhere else, going up there. I don't know. Is that there? Oh, goodness sake. And after us, leave them alone. I'm sick of fighting bears. I always assumed it was in here, or well, I had assumed. See? Take the hunter's letter back to his family. There, see? I should have trusted my gut. It's just not a next place. I suppose we can get some whilst we're here. Better to be looking at it than waiting for it. Or hunting for it. You know what I mean? Okay. Right. Oh, this bear will not leave me alone. Oh, it's running. No, it's not. Okay. Felt like it was. Move it up. Nothing quite like blowing up the bear. There's another one about the bar. I can see it on that little mini map. Oh, look at that. I always forget the chain doesn't work on bears. I feel like it makes sense though, like seeing a huge ass bear moving across the map would be kind of ridiculous. I was trying to do the damage off it there and still as fast as by. This bear's running around today. I don't get it. Why are you running? Why are you running? Okay. On to the next rift. But first I'm going to turn this heater off. Whoa. It heats up the room like super quick, and I'm sat here like boiling my ass off. Oh well. Going straight in there, I guess. Okay. Oh. How many rage demons can one fight? How much rage can one place have? To be fair, I feel like rage is one of those emotions that I could just go on forever if you let it. But again, I suppose I don't think you could actually. I think you'd eventually no longer be raging, wouldn't you? You know? Iron Bull wasn't particularly useful in that context, was he? To be fair, I should have probably brought him Mage. Mages are good. Mages are a good thing. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? Get me back into normal mode. I think we're fine. I think this is one of the last ones, so... We did it. It wasn't pretty, but we did it. Nice. Now let's go Sarah up. And Iron Ball. I don't know how he's managed to like sort of out level me, so to speak. There you go. Okay. The hinterlands, and we have rifts on the farm. Hinterlands here's too as well. Let's have a look at that. Oh, there's something here as well. Okay. At the farm anyway, so we can put the farm for both of these. But let's see what this is first. Something over here. Hope it's not something that's going to take much of my health, because I'm running out of it. Okay, what? Like, dude, stop. Breathe. Map of Farmland Cave. Okay. Right, let's head back up there for now then. Lots of stuff to do in the farmlands, apparently. Okay, so let's have a look at this map again. Not map. Well, yeah, it is a map, isn't it? Okay, 1 second. Wrong thing again. I'm dumb. Okay, right. The Hinterlands map of Farmland Cave. Okay. So I think from just that alone, it looks like it's up here somewhere, right? Oh, okay. So it looks like there's a meandering route up to it. Like this way? There's one on the watchtower.
Your worship.
Not cute. only thing I can think of is actually is it the other way entirely. Like, is it saying, look at Dennett's house and up there? No, because actually I think Dennett's house looks a bit more like the one in the drawing. Okay. I keep going back to the... Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Almost saying up there, isn't it? Here somewhere? Oh wait, to be fair, this makes sense. This was the wiggling path from before. Oh, the computer's doing its thing. And it moved with it. Nice, cool, right, we're back. I will fix that at some point. It only does it when I'm streaming though. Well, there or thereabouts. I feel like I'm on the right path, but I don't know where it'll be from here, so to speak.
I suppose there's worse places. That's why people stop here, yeah?
Okay, right, I'm gonna look this up. Map of farmland, Dragon Age, Inquisition. Acquiring the map, travel to Veilguard farms and head northwest up into the hills towards the Mafarath Repentant landmark. Yeah. Continue on past the landmark into the cave to treasure, which then completes the quest. Okay. Basically, you have to carry on past Mafarath. I don't know how you get that from the drawing at all, but there you go. So is it this cave here? If so, we've already been here.
There must be something here.
Obviously, it's something that we didn't. Okay. Fine. At least I found part of the way here myself. Was it the full way? No. But amulet of aggression. It's more than the amount of threat when attacking, plus instead of a 5. Oh, fine. Probably better overall. And I can give that to Varric so he has a little bit more. Cool. Okay, so back to the farmland to do the rest of the last Fade Rift. Hopefully we do as well as we did with that last rift. He says, knowing that we did not do well with the last rift. To be fair, this first wave of this one isn't too bad. It's the second wave that's crazy. But if I can get disrupted, hard to disrupt this one actually, because you... Hey guys, let's all calm down, let's all do it. No need to be knocking people all over the place. There's really no need. Like, we're all friends here. We're all killing each other friends here, right? No, you come back here now. Oh, that one's easy as Pez. As Pez. Yes. Right, okay, so at this point, we've cleared out pretty much everything aside from, like, the requisitions. And the, like, main quests, so... It's time. Time. I just want to check again, make sure that, no one's changed their mind or anything before we... Also, the voting's still the same. Cool. I didn't think it was going to be any different, but you never know. I wanted to reflect truly the time of the vote at the time we make the quest, so it's time to help the mages. Probably going to get some disappointment from people for this, but you know.
Blessings upon you, Herald of Andraste.
We've thoroughly like exhausted all of our options for the game at this point, aside from just doing the main quest. I literally didn't want to put off this decision as long as possible. So we're there now. It's time, and I'm kind of glad I put it up to popular vote, because if someone had said it, like if everyone had said to do it the other way around, then that would have been fair and fine, and we'd have done it, you know. But to be honest, I'm okay with doing the mage side of things, so you know. In hushed whispers, choosing the mages will make it impossible to work with the Templars.
In case there's any trouble.
Okay. Select.
We don't have the manpower to take the castle. Either we find another way in, or give up this nonsense and go and get the Templars.
Redcliffe is in the hands of a Magister. This cannot be allowed to stand.
The letter from Alexius asked for the Herald of Andraste by name. It's an obvious trap.
Alexius made his move.
So, we've heard from Magister Alexius. I expected as much.
And yet some of us want to sit and do nothing.
Not this again.
Oh.
Redcliffe Castle is one of the most defensible fortresses in Ferelden. It has repelled thousands of assaults. If you go in there, you'll die. And we'll lose the only means we have of closing these rifts. I won't allow it.
And if we don't even try to meet Alexius, we lose the mages and leave a hostile foreign power on our doorstep.
She's so right.
Even if we could assault the keep, it would be for naught. An Orlesian Inquisition's army marching into Ferelden would provoke a war. Our hands are tied.
The Magister
Has outplayed us.
I don't think it's over.
The Magister's son, Felix, told me Alexius is in a cult that's obsessed with me. I doubt they'll graciously receive our apologies and go about their business.
They will remain a threat, and a powerful one, unless we act.
We cannot accept defeat now. There must be a solution.
Contact the Jarl.
Where is the Earl of Redcliffe? I'm sure he'd help us get his castle back.
After he was displaced, Arl Tegan rode straight for Dunrim to petition the Crown for help. I doubt he'll want our assistance once the Ferelden army lays siege to his castle.
Wait. There is a secret passage into the
Oh.
castle, an escape route for the family.
Yeah.
It's too narrow for our troops, but we could send agents through.
Too risky. Those agents will be discovered well before they reach the Magister.
That's why we need a distraction. Perhaps the envoy Alexius wants so badly.
Keep attention on Adar while we disable the Magister's defenses. It's a gamble, but it might work.
Fortunately, you'll have help.
Ooh.
This man says he has information about the Magister and his methods, Commander.
Your spies will never get past Alexius's magic without my help. So if you're going after him, I'm coming along.
The plan puts you in the most danger. We can't in good conscience order you to do this. We can still go after the Templars if you'd rather not play the bait. It's up to you.
Oh, so I can cancel here and I go back. Can you go and like listen to the other cutscene, or like can I? So if I cancel this now, can I go and listen to like the cutscene for the Templars first? Because I would be interested in that. Do you know what I'm going to do, just in case I can't? I'm going to go out of the war room, it'll auto save, and then we'll go back in. We'll listen to the Templar version, and then we'll decide. Well, not decide because we're going to go mages anyway. But I would like to listen to the cutscene. You know what I mean? Like get a little bit more. If we can. We'll save here. Below, let's just make sure that that worked. 13:54, that is the time. Yep, okay, cool. Just so we can go back if that cutscene does mess up for whatever reason. Because I have a feeling it might not go as quick, like, as swiftly as that. It might, like, stop you from... It might just put you straight in it, I feel, with this one.
The Templars must help us close the breach. The Order was founded to fight magic.
We must first convince the Lord Seeker to bring the Templars out of exile.
We've received word from a knight recruit. They gather at Theronfall Redoubt.
It has been vacant for decades. Why go there?
We must approach the Lord Seeker again to get anywhere. We can ask him then.
The Lord Seeker won't help us.
The Lord Seeker made it clear he isn't interested in anyone unimportant.
So we must change how he sees us. No?
If it's status the Lord Seeker seeks, the Inquisition will approach him after allying with the noblest houses in Orlais.
They'll come with us to Theronfall and demand the Templars' help close the breach.
You believe that will work?
Even the Lord Seeker would find it difficult to ignore so many nobles on his doorstep.
Yes, especially when led by the Herald of Andraste.
Alright, tell me why.
Is it my good looks you need, or my winning smile?
Rumors you were saved from the fate by Andraste have grown legion among the Templars.
We've done our part to encourage them.
A herald with a few companions may be dismissed, easily set aside. That same herald returning with noble support will be reconsidered, as will the power of the Inquisition.
Am I inspiration? Inspirational?
Isn't there the slightest chance the Lord Seeker will see my arrival as a threat?
Before, I would have thought he was a man of reason. Now, I could not say.
With respect, after his appearance in Val Royeaux, hang what the Lord Seeker thinks.
We do not need the Lord Seeker. We need his Templars, with or without his approval. The breach will not wait for our differences to settle.
So that's interesting.
Several noble or legion houses will petition the Templars to help us stop the breach. Lord Abernash will approach you. Sign nothing he offers, but his gossip's reliable.
I hope he knows the Lord
So that's
Seeker's
cool.
wisdom.
At least we know we could
Templars
listen to
will never
that.
help without his
And now we
consent.
get to properly decide. And we're going to decide, obviously, the age, because we've decided that. Will that go through that cutscene again? No, so it's just done that cutscene now. Interesting. So... Right, well, we made the decision. I find it very interesting that the game... I like how up to this point the game has sort of made you more interested in the mages. Regards like the storyline that's going on there, you kind of got into that before you got to make the decision. I feel like they should have done that with the Templars. But interesting that in these two cutscenes, the one that is actually less opposed is the Templars. No one says we shouldn't go with the Templars. Two of the they're divided on the mages, which is very interesting. But we're going to go mages, of course. Okay, so Dorian has to come with us on this one. So I'm thinking at that point, probably the best thing to do would be to go... Probably gonna need a Varric in case there's any doors to pick. And to be honest, I think maybe another mage would not be the worst idea. Let's bring Solus. Because we have me as a warrior in case we need any like doors bashing in or anything.
Announce us.
Ooh.
The Magister's invitation was for Master Adar only. These others will have to remain here.
And they go where I go.
Where I go, they go.
Oh. That worked. That worked very well, in fact. So weird to see this room again in a very different perspective.
My Lord Magister, the agents of the Inquisition have arrived.
My friend, it's so good to see you again. And your associates, of course. I'm sure we can work out some arrangement that is equitable to all parties.
I'm sure we can.
Are we mages to have no voice in deciding our fate?
Fiona, you would not have turned your followers over to my care if you did not trust me with their lives.
Let's get to business.
Enough pleasantries. Shall we begin?
It's refreshing to meet someone so goal-oriented.
Yeah.
The Inquisition needs mages to close the breach, and I have them. So, what shall you offer in exchange?
Let's talk about time magic.
I'd much rather discuss your time magic.
I'm afraid I have no idea what you mean.
He knows everything, Father.
Felix, what have you done?
Oh. Why are you really here?
You wanted me here. Why?
Do you know what you are?
Not really.
You walk into my stronghold with your stolen mark, a gift you don't even understand, and think you're in control. You're nothing but a mistake.
What is the mark?
If you know so much, enlighten me. Tell me what this mark on my hand is for.
It belongs to your betters. You wouldn't even begin to understand its purpose.
Father, listen to yourself. Do you know what you sound like?
He sounds exactly like the sort of villainous cliché everyone expects us to be.
Yep.
Dorian, I gave you a chance to be a part of this. You turned me down. The Elder One has power you would not believe. He will raise the Imperium from its own ashes.
Who is the Elder One?
That's who you serve? The one who killed the Divine? Is he a mage?
Soon, he will become a god. He will make the world bow to mages once more. We will rule from the Boric Ocean to the frozen seas.
You can't involve my people in this.
Alexius, this is exactly what you and I talked about never wanting to happen. Why would you support this?
Oh.
Stop it, Father.
Just saw them people getting killed in the background.
Let the Southern Mages fight the breach, and let's go home.
No, it's the only way, Felix. He can save you.
Save me?
There is a way. The Elder One promised, if I undo the mistake at the temple.
I'm going to die. You need to accept that.
Seize them, Venatori. The Elder One demands this man's life.
Except, you see, the thing is...
Your men are dead, Alexius.
You are a mistake. You should never have existed.
No!
Oh. 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 Gam? Gam. Okay.
Blood of the Elder One. Where'd they come from?
Okay. Let's go. I like way over level for these guys. It's a good thing we're like, you know, level 11, considering there's only 2 of us as well. Ooh. Right, Dorian.
Displacement. Interesting. It's probably not what Alexius intended. The rift must have moved us to what? The closest confluence of arcane energy?
The last thing I remember, we were in the castle hall.
Let's see. If we're still in the castle, it isn't. Oh, of course, it's not simply where, it's when. Alexius used the amulet as a focus. It moved us through time.
What? How far?
Did we go forward in time or back? And how far?
Those are
It would have been cool to go
questions.
back in time with Redcliffe to
find
when
out, won't we?
the Warden was here.
Let's
That
look
would have been
around,
cool.
see where the
I know
rift
it's not
took
that,
us.
but that would have been cool.
Then we can figure out how to get back. If we can.
Investigate. What was supposed to happen?
What was Alexius trying to do?
I believe his original plan was to remove you from time completely. If that happened, you would never have been at the Temple of Sacred Ashes or mangled his Elder One's plan. I think your surprise in the castle hall made him reckless. He tossed us into the rift before he was ready. I countered it. The magic went wild, and here we are. Make sense?
Not really.
It just seems so insane.
I don't even want to think about what this will do to the fabric of the world. We didn't travel through time so much as punch a hole through it and toss it into the privy. But don't worry. I'm here. I'll protect you.
Investigate. What about the others?
There were others in the hall. Could they have been drawn through the rift?
I doubt it was large enough to bring the whole room through. Alexius wouldn't risk catching himself or Felix in it. They're probably still where and when we left them. In some sense, anyway.
Do you know this Elder One?
Alexius mentioned an Elder One in the hall. Do you know who he was talking about?
Leader of the Venatori, I suspect. Some magister aspiring to godhood. It's the same old tune. Let's play with magic we don't understand. It will make us incredibly powerful.
He's so real for that,
Evidently,
actually.
It doesn't matter if you rip apart the fabric of time in the process.
I hope you have a plan.
You have a plan to get us back, I hope.
I have some thoughts on that. They're lovely thoughts. Like little jewels.
Thanks, I think. Makes me feel a lot more comfortable. Feel so ready to face what's ahead. This is all red lyrium as well, isn't it? Okay. Don't mind me just getting loot from the future. Oh, look at that, I needed some of that stuff. Okay, open the door, I guess. All loot.
Andraste blessed me, Andraste blessed me.
Yeah.
My tears are my sins, my sins, my sins. Andraste guide me, Andraste guide me.
What happened to you?
What did they do to you?
Andraste blessed me, Andraste blessed me.
Normal. Normal. Oh. Always loot the sacks, guys. Okay, let's go. Two arms? You mean to the floor? Okay. I have this one showing like, is it better to go the other way first? I don't know. I honestly don't know. Let's go this way first and hope for the best. Varric. Oh, hello, Varric.
Andraste Sacred Knickers, you're alive. Where were you? How did you escape?
We didn't escape. Alexius sent us into the future.
Everything that happens to you is weird.
You noticed that too?
You might be right about that.
I'm always right, and when I'm not, I lie about it. So, what are you doing here? Or did you come back just to trade quips with me?
We get to Alexius, and I just might be able to send us back to our own time. Simple, really.
That may not be as easy as you think. Alexius is just a servant. His Elder One assassinated the Empress and led a demon army in a huge invasion of the South. The Elder One rules everything. What's left of it, anyway. Alexius is really not the one you need to worry about.
I want to meet the other one.
Then I look forward to meeting Alexius's master.
Be careful what you wish for. You want to take on Alexius? I'm in. Let's go.
Okay. Welcome back, Varric. Come in here. There's a lot of cells, isn't there? So I assume, depending on the people you bring, they'll be in different parts of these cells, essentially.
Is someone there?
Solus.
You're alive. We saw you die.
The spell Alexius cast displaced us in time. We just got here, so to speak.
Can you reverse the process? You could return and obviate the events of the last year. It may not be too late.
You understood that?
I'm glad you understood what he just said, because I'm not sure I did.
You would think such understanding would stop me from making such terrible mistakes. You would be wrong. This world is an abomination. It must never come to pass. We'll have to go up. I've heard the guards saying that Alexius barricaded himself in the throne room.
Okay. Across to the other side then. Yeah, so these are just other cells, aren't they? So basically that's what I have to assume, that they're all in different places depending on who you picked. Oh, Fiona. Hi, Fiona.
You're alive. I saw you disappear into the rift.
How long were we gone?
What is the date? I need to know how much time has passed.
Harvest Mia. 942 Dragon.
942? Then we've missed an entire year.
We need to go back.
We have to get out of here. Go back in time.
Please, stop this from happening. Alexius serves the Elder One, more powerful than the Maker. No one challenges him and lives.
I will do what I can't wait to meet him.
I've never fought a god before. This should be memorable.
Our only hope is to find the amulet that Alexius used to send us here. If it still exists, I can use it to reopen the rift at the exact spot we left. Maybe.
Good.
I said, maybe. It might also turn us into paste.
You must try. Your spy master, Leliana. She is here. Find her. Quickly. Before the Elder One learns you're here.
Okay.
If red lyrium is an infection. Maker, why is it coming out of the walls?
Are you sure you want to find out?
Why the hell is it coming out the walls?
Well, it's nice to do something constructive for a change.
We may not have much time. Let's find the Magister quickly.
Okay.
Take a look around. See if there's anything we can use.
That's what I'm doing, actually. Thanks. Feeling everything I can. All the loot. All the loot. Loot ahoy! Hey, Varric. And this is why you bring a rook with you. Okay, so if his shield's any better. It's actually the same shield, basically. Oh, well, not really, but I'll keep it for one of the other companions, I think. Cassandra could do with a new shield, I think. So. The stairs. More loot, more loot.
There is no maker. The Elder One has taken all that is his and will soon rule from his city.
That still doesn't make him a god.
Okay, guys. Let's all just calm down. Trying to run away, I got pulled straight back.
The Elder One does not suffer rivals of any kind.
Yeah, you can tell that. Can I change skills now? Okay, I can. I was gonna say. Oh, I'm in heck. So Dorian uses flame magic. Okay. I was wondering because I feel like the two use very similar skill sets, Vivienne and Wallace.
How did the Canary learn of the sacrifice at the temple? Speak!
Never.
Oh.
You will break. I will die first.
Or you will.
My gosh.
You're alive.
You okay there, Liliana? What happened? You're tough.
Wow, that was impressive.
Anger is stronger than any pain. Do you have weapons? Good. The Magister's probably in his chambers.
You aren't curious how we got here?
No.
Alexius sent us into the future. This, his victory, his Elder One, it was never meant to be.
I have to get back.
I need to find Alexius and reverse the spell.
If we can get back to our present time, we can prevent this future from ever happening.
And mages always wonder why people fear them. No one should have this power.
It's dangerous and unpredictable. Before the breach, nothing we did...
Enough. This is all pretend to you. Some future you hope will never exist. I suffered. The whole world suffered. It was real.
Okay. Look, that wasn't really my fault though, Liliana, right?
What happened while we were away?
Stop talking.
I'm just asking for information.
No, you're talking to fill silence. Nothing happened that you want to hear.
Yeah, I can see that.
We need to find Alexius. I'm sure he'll be in the nicer part of the castle, if there is one.
It's like the one of the few times that Liliana's actually in your party, like, well, not in the party, so to speak, but with you, right? No, of course I wasn't going to be allowed to disrupt it. Would I ever? No. Okay, is that all of them? Yes. Close the rift. There we go. Oh, that's definitely the center of it. Okay. Gotta get our loot, guys. Always get your loot. Right, okay. Let's kill Alexius.
The Magister needs more power for his rituals.
Okay.
No! Come forth and serve the Elder One.
Okay. Normal.
This is madness. Alexius can't have wanted this.
I mean, it seems to me he did. But that's just me, maybe. I don't know. I've not even needed these portions, otherwise it's just like supply cache. I guess it's for harder levels and stuff. We're only playing on normal, so.
The breach, it's
everywhere. Used to be, it was only dwarves who were afraid of the sky. Now, it's just good sense.
Nice little callback to both of the games there, with the dwarves scared of literally looking up at the sky. But I'm dead to rights. You guys can get that one, it's fine. Close the rift. That guy running around in circles for no reason whatsoever. You see that? I don't get why he did that. Hit the wrong wall with my chain again. And I ran straight past that. That's great. I'm doing really well. Close the rift. Okay. Inside the castle again.
I am not a child. I can resist you. I am you.
Okay, whatever that was. More loot. Got a lot of stuff from this castle so far.
No!
Bit of help.
Why did he do that? We could have helped him.
We will help him by making sure this never happens.
What a terrible waste.
Yeah. Quite terrible waste indeed, though. Yeah.
What became of Felix? Do you know?
Yes, I know.
And you're not going to tell me?
You'll find out soon enough.
He's become something else, hasn't he? An abomination. An air bomb, if you... That's a lot of enemies. Got Venatori over here, thank you. No done. Dead. Finished. Okay, there's that one done. Next one, ultimately dead. Oh. On. I don't know. Must need to be done, right? I need that taunt range to be much further, I think. Okay, there's that done. I think everyone did more work than me there. Below the ground. Literally.
You've got to love what Alexius has done with the place.
the way we came through. Looks like the other side to where we came through. Get another way you could have come in. Something here. Are they all leading up to the same place? I just want to check.
Try to take out that enchanter quickly.
Enemies!
Block them from coming up the stairs!
Hang on. Damn, Dorian's really burning them all.
I could really go for some light reading. What in Andraste's name is that? Hold on to it. I want to look at it later.
There are other rooms you can go up to. Okay. Let's check further
What
along.
happened here?
Somebody had very questionable taste. They haven't noticed us yet. Good opportunity to look for higher ground.
Yeah, I guess.
Get that enchanter!
Okay. Another red lyrium shard. Don't mind if I do. Thank you very much.
Sorry for interrupting your dinner.
Okay. Anything else in here? Oh, would you look at that? Exploring this place could take all day. That's why you bring one of every type with you on quests like this. Rush through the next one. That dude was ready. That dude was like, I know they've just come through that wall. They won't get me the same way. Except we did. Look, Varric. Once again. so that's back to there, right? Go back through, yeah. Turn left. Oh, no door. That is the room that we just. Don't mind me, guys, just absolutely rifling through the place.
How much damage did Alexius' spell do?
Rifts tore apart all of southern Thedas, starting here. But whether that's his doing or the breach, who can say?
Okay, so we went through all of that.
Too busy praying to their god to watch the evidence. You just can't find good cultists these days.
Just can't find good cultists.
Yeah.
Plumbing egg.
Mandatory severance package stinks.
It really does, doesn't it, Barry? What do they get? Nothing. Okay, some loot. Seems like it for this room. Okay, so that must be the way we came up. Hey.
Let's head back to the main hall. I think I know how we'll open that door.
Redlarium shards. Interesting. You'll pay for this.
Alexius, it's time to answer for your crimes.
And here you are, finally. I knew you would appear again. Not that it would be now, but I knew I hadn't destroyed you. My final failure.
Was it worth it? Everything you did to the world, to yourself.
Was it worth it?
It doesn't matter now. All we can do is wait for the end.
It can be undone.
It does matter. I will undo this.
How many times have I tried? The past cannot be undone. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, and what have I wrought? Ruin and death, there is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, for us all.
Oh.
Felix.
That's Felix. Maker's breath, Alexius, what have you done?
He would have died, Dorian. I saved him. Please, don't hurt my son. I'll do anything you ask.
Give us the amulet.
Hand over the amulet and we let him go.
Let him go and I swear you'll get what you want.
I want the world back.
No.
No!
Okay, well.
I gave the world
Come back, dude. I'm gonna play it.
Accept death as I have. Where are your assassins this time? I'm getting slaughtered over here! One down!
Close the rift. Okay, well that's done. Let's get back to beating on Alexius.
Impossible.
Wheeling on him. Is Varka died? Okay, 1 second, I'm just gonna get Varka. Don't mind me this. Don't mind me.
Victory is impossible. The Elder One will destroy us both.
Yeah, well, we'll worry about that later. Ooh. Tell me about the place.
Futile! This world's already lost!
And close that one. Just die already, Alexius. It's like it'll do you a lot better just to die. And you'll be alive again. Sort of.
Tell me again how you're gonna
Oh, he's dead.
He wanted to die, didn't he? All those lies he told himself, the justifications. He lost Felix long ago. Didn't even notice. Oh, Alexius.
This must be hard for you.
I know you cared for him.
Once he was a man to whom I compared all others. Sad, isn't it? This is the same amulet he used before. I think it's the same one we made in Minrathous. That's a relief. Give me an hour to work out the spell he used, and I should be able to reopen the rift.
An hour? That's impossible! You must go now!
Bye.
The Elder One.
You cannot stay here. We'll hold the outer door. When they get past us, it'll be your turn.
Isn't there another way?
I can't let you kill yourself for me. There must be another way.
Look at us. We're already dead. The only way we live is if this day never comes. Cast your spell. You have as much time as I have hours.
Door's just closed on her. Am Oh, she's like, okay, she's the last defense. Okay, right, okay, that makes more sense.
Though darkness closes, I am shielded by flame. Andraste, guide me. Maker, take me to your side.
You move, and we all die!
It's horrible to watch. Yeah.
You'll have to do better than that.
So?
That the best you've got?
You won. There is no point extending this charade. Felix.
It's going to be all right, Father.
You'll die.
Everyone dies.
Well, that went well.
Well, I'm glad that's over with.
And is this the owl?
Or not.
Grand Enchanter, imagine how surprised I was to learn you'd given Redcliffe Castle away to a Tevinter Magister.
King Alistair.
Especially since I'm fairly sure Redcliffe belongs to Arl Tegan.
Your Majesty, we never intended...
I know what you intended. I wanted to help you. But you've made it impossible. You and your followers are no longer welcome in Ferelden.
But we have hundreds who need protection. Where will we go?
You'll come with us.
You'll be leaving here with the Inquisition.
And what are the terms of this arrangement?
Hopefully better than what Alexius gave you. The Inquisition is better than that, yes?
They have lost all possible supporters. The Inquisition is their only remaining chance for freedom.
I've known a lot of mages. They can be loyal friends if you let them. Friends who make bad decisions, but still loyal.
It seems we have little choice but to accept whatever you offer.
You're our allies.
We would be honored to have you fight as allies at the Inquisition's side.
A generous offer. But will the rest of the Inquisition honor it?
The breach threatens all of Thedas. We cannot afford to be divided now. We can't fight it without you. Any chance of success requires your full support.
I'd take that offer if I were you. One way or another, you're leaving my kingdom.
Damn.
We accept. It would be madness not to. I will gather my people and ready them for the journey to Haven. The breach will be closed. You will not regret giving us this chance.
Hey.
It's not a matter for debate. There will be abominations among the mages, and we must be prepared.
Okay, Cullen.
If we rescind the offer of an alliance, it makes the Inquisition appear incompetent at best, tyrannical at worst.
What were you thinking, turning mages loose with no oversight? The veil is torn open.
Consider this their probation.
Give them their freedom for now. If they prove later they can't handle it, impose restrictions.
And how many lives will be lost if they fail? With the veil broken, the threat of possession.
Enough arguing. None of us were there. We cannot afford to second-guess our people. The sole point of the Herald's mission was to gain the mage's aid, and that was accomplished.
Yeah, that's true.
The voice of pragmatism speaks. And here I was, just starting to enjoy the circular arguments.
Closing the breach is all that matters.
Only Lyrium I can help? What's that mean? Oh?
Closing the breach will require a lot of magic, and that means lyrium. I have contacts who can help.
Contacts meaning smugglers? Send them word. We need every advantage.
We have legitimate lyrium supply lines already.
And they don't need to hear of this.
Keep it under the table, and I'll do what I can to quiet rumors.
We should look into the things you saw in this dark future. The assassination of Empress Celine. A demon army.
Sounds like something a Tevinter cult might do. Orlais falls, the Imperium rises. Chaos for everyone.
Dorian.
One
I
battle
love how he
at a
just
time.
inserts himself to all of
It's
it.
going to take time to organize our troops and the mage recruits. Let's take this to the war room. Join us. None of this means anything without your mark, after all.
There goes my map. My nap, sorry.
And I'd hope to sit out the assault on the breach. Take a nap. Maybe go for a walk.
What is it they say? No rest for the wicked.
Meet us there when you're ready.
I'll skip the War Council, but I would like to see this breach up close, if you don't mind.
Then you're staying?
Oh, didn't I mention? The South is so charming and rustic. I adore it to little pieces.
What's the different option? I don't want you here. You want to stay? I'm glad you're staying. Keep an eye on you. Okay. You want to stay?
I must admit, I'm surprised.
We both saw what could happen. What this Elder One and his cult are trying to do. Not everything from Tevinter is terrible. Some of us have fought for eons against this sort of madness. It's my duty to stand with you. That future will not come to pass.
I'm glad you're staying.
There's no one I'd rather be stranded in time with. Future or present.
Excellent choice. But let's not get stranded again anytime soon, yes?
I'll begin preparations to march on the summit. Make her willing, the mages will be enough to grant us victory.
Okay.
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin.
And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement.
Oh.
The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is a necessary one as well.
Okay, right. I'm going to see what everyone says about... Wait, can I speak to Josephine still?
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who was she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages. According to Lady Corbin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
Oh.
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. We're becoming a challenge. Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power, instead of comforting the masses.
It's been this way for years. Need them more than ever. The Chantry's incompetent. There we go.
The Chantry couldn't solve its own problems when it had a divine.
Yet many people continue to bear it great love.
Ugh,
We will not
one second, I'm just getting
benefit
myself
from its
comfy
decline.
again.
Little but the Chantry ties Orlais, Nevarra, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andraste's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs. That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
Make it sound easy.
So if everyone listens to the chant, things will be smooth as silk?
I did say commonality is merely a beginning, but it's an important one. We must learn to think beyond our own wants to secure peace in Thedas.
You sound too good to be true.
How did someone so lovely and selfless go into our Legion politics, Lady Montelier?
Well, that is, really, you give me too much credit. While you're here, I do have a question.
Uh-huh.
The remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach.
Oh gosh, here we go.
If it were up to you, how would you reply?
How will you?
Will my answer change your reply to the Chantry?
If Leliana, Cassandra Cullen, and I could agree on our official stance, I could answer that. We should decide soon. The revered mothers don't seem to know what to make of you.
I don't claim to be holy.
I tell the Chantry I was saved by circumstance, not divine intervention.
Yet as rumors your Andraste's herald grow, the Grand Clerics may not believe such a humble reply. A difficult situation, and I thank you for your answer. A good day to you.
Thanks, Josephine. I'm gonna go and speak to like all the other characters.
Hello? Can I help you with something?
No. Right, it's obviously the minor ones I can change much.
Travel safely. I understand you were instrumental in garnering the assistance of the rebel mages. It is well done. And I pray this Inquisition fares better than the Chantry in its handling of magic.
We'll do our best. Disagree with the Chantry?
You disapprove of something the Chantry did? Are you allowed to do that?
That largely depends upon one's company. While surrounded by those declared heretics already, I am safe enough. In some ways,
she's not wrong.
Andraste had the simpler task. Magic should serve man, and not rule over him. That tells us what should be, but it does not tell us how to get there. So many times the methods of men have undone the spirit of their goals. Once you have sealed the breach, we shall see whether this Inquisition is truer to the Chantry, or its own namesake.
Okay, let's back out and goodbye.
Farewell.
Thanks, Giselle. Right, now to talk to Vivienne.
If Fiona and her malcontents are joining us as allies, we need to be prepared. Abominations are inevitable. Cullen doesn't have enough Templars to handle incidents. Some of the rank and file need to be trained.
Right, okay. Good idea.
The last thing we need are abominations running amok.
I knew you would have a proper grasp of the situation. I'll have a word with Cullen. We are reliant on his people, absolutely. There has never been a greater threat to mages than the breach. Until it is closed, no one is safe.
I'm not as confident in them.
I'm glad that one of us has confidence in the Templars.
It is not a matter of confidence. Reality does not change based on feelings. Magic is dangerous, just as fire is dangerous. Anyone who forgets this truth gets burned.
I get where she's coming from, I suppose.
You're preaching to the choir, Vivienne.
Tell me something. You said once that you wanted to change things. What future would you build for mages?
Mages should be free. But Vivienne likes the circle, but I don't want to lie.
Mages shouldn't be kept out of the Chantry. Who knows the dangers of magic better than a mage?
A curious idea.
Oh, there you go.
Such twists and turns your mind takes. It's something to consider, my dear.
There you go. That worked. I feel like that was something my character would say. Like, it's not necessarily that they... Because I feel like that you have the option of free, but like, I get what she's saying about, like... I think my character would get what she's saying about magic. Like, magic left unchecked, yes, would be bad. It's the Civil War debate from Marvel, right? From, you know, should superheroes be left unchecked, or should they do what they need to do? And it's like a weird, like, there should be something in the middle. It's not like necessarily registering everyone, but at the same time, you know, should everyone be free to just do what they want? No, not necessarily either.
She remains loyal to the Circle. Your open support for the mages likely earned you enemies. Our agents will monitor the situation. If the most opposed can be identified, we may still turn this to our advantage.
Always looking to gain.
You're always looking for some way to benefit, aren't you?
It's what I'm here for. Regardless, I applaud you for the courage to stand up for the mages.
Don't you die for me.
In Redcliffe, you sacrificed yourself so that I could return here.
Of course I did. One small life in exchange for a second chance at history. I always loved a bargain.
It was still noble.
It was still a sacrifice, and still noble.
And I would do it again.
Any updates?
Anything I should know?
Artigan has returned to Redcliffe Castle and resumed his duties as Lord. The people are returning, slowly but surely. Unfortunately, our show of support for the mages has angered many.
Carry on.
I'll leave you to your work.
Okay, right. Over to who we got next. Dorian's over here. Got loads of people to talk to today. Everyone's got an opinion. Let's see what Solus says.
So we have gained the mages. Excellent. They should be able to seal the breach. You are certain you experienced time travel. Could it have been an illusion? A trick of the Fade?
Dorian is certain.
Dorian was sure. Impossible as it seems.
What an amazing gift. It is vital the Inquisition succeed to avoid the future you witnessed.
Saw you there.
I'm surprised you're not more interested in your own future.
I know enough. If that future happened, then I, and Cassandra, Cullen and the rest, failed to stop this Elder One. Speaking of which, you should ready yourself.
For?
This Elder One. You have now interfered with his plans twice. Once at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, and now again at Redcliffe.
Yeah,
a being
true.
who aspires to godhood
True.
is unlikely
Didn't think of it
to
like
ignore
that.
such an affront.
Dorian.
The Inquisition supports free mages. What's next? Elves running Halamsharal? Cows milking farmers?
I'll think of something.
Give me time. I'm sure I'll surprise you.
I suspect that's untrue. Unless you strip yourself naked and allow the Chantry to flog you into repentance. Now that would surprise me.
Oh, okay.
I do wonder if you've considered what this support of yours will do. For mages in general, I mean. The Inquisition is seen as an authority. You've given Southern mages license to, well, be like mages back home.
I doubt that.
I don't believe that.
It's true. The conditions here are different. Southern mages aren't used to ruling. Thing is, the Imperium was once just like the South. Templars, proper circles, all that rot. Then it changed. By inches. Not that this is reason to oppress us. Still, my homeland should be a cautionary tale, not a source of inspiration.
Tell me about yourself.
It occurs to me that I barely know anything about you.
Beyond my being a mage from Tevinter, you mean?
Beyond that, yes.
And beyond my being so charming and well-dressed, which is obvious to anyone.
I hadn't noticed.
Some more than others.
Some people have superior taste.
Wow.
What was I talking about? Ah, yes, me. I am the scion of House Parvis, a product of generations of careful breeding and the repository of its hopes and dreams. Naturally, I despised it all. The lies, the scheming, the illusions of supremacy.
Is that right?
That's Tevinter in a nutshell, isn't it? Needless to say, my family was not happy with my choices.
Probably is angry with you.
Why would your family be upset with your choices?
Because I rejected their idyllic plan. If they had their way, by now I'd be married to some unlucky girl from a powerful family. We'd live in luxurious despair, despising each other as I waited to take my father's place in the magisterium. I declined the honor, and thus it's best I'm far from home. Less of an embarrassment that way, you see?
You don't like Tevinter?
I'm getting the impression you don't care much for your homeland.
On the contrary, I care for my homeland a great deal. There's so much potential. Sadly, we squander it. We refuse to acknowledge how far we've fallen because pretending is easier. We pretend the Qunari can be beaten. We pretend that we're superior to everyone, even our own people. Not everyone feels that way. I don't. Sadly, we're the minority.
Well, why do you care?
It just seems so much of what you say about the Imperium is entirely negative.
It might sound that way. For all our faults, my people have many virtues. We are laden with history and culture. Tevinter is where Thedas truly began, remember? We treasure our past and preserve it. You can walk down a side street and find nothing built during the modern ages. And despite appearances, we care. deeply, about everything. We have no reserve, not in war and not in love. If I truly believed my homeland was beyond all hope, I wouldn't miss it so much.
Careful breeding?
What did you mean by generations of careful breeding?
The great families of Tevinter don't have children. They refine traits, weed out the undesirable, and promote the rest. My mother was chosen for my father because magic runs strongly in her blood. Never mind that they loathed each other.
Oh.
They wanted a son who could become Archon to make House Parvis the envy of the Imperium. They got me. A cautionary tale that you should be careful what you wish for.
Why not go back?
Why remain with the Inquisition? Why not go back to Tevinter?
I'm not exactly welcome back home. Not that it matters, I'm quite accustomed to being a pariah. It adds to my charm. I can do more for Tevinter here. If the Venatori succeed, it'll set my homeland back 1,000 years. I'm sure some Magisters would disagree, but that's why we kill them.
Alright, fair enough. Right, that's enough for now.
think I've heard
Except
enough.
it's not, because we'll go
That's
back
too
in.
bad. I never tire of talking about myself.
Oh, tell me about the Imperium.
I'd like to ask you about Tevinter.
Ah, yes. Everyone outside the Imperium always seems quite fascinated by it. Probably why they come up with so many ridiculous tales. Flying cows over Minrathous. It's madness. All right, that one's actually true, but the cows didn't have wings.
Oh my gosh.
I digress. Anything in particular you wanted to know?
Investigate. Did mages truly rule there?
It seems strange that an entire empire would be ruled by mages.
I find it strange that your mages don't rule anything at all. Actually, the fiction in the Imperium is that mages don't rule. The Magisterium rules. That magisters are all mages is considered a convenient technicality.
The Magisterium?
What is the Magisterium, exactly?
The upper house of the Imperial Senate, and the only part worth having a seat on. Those seats are split among the circles of Magi, the Chantry, and the major families. All mages now. It's odd that outside the Imperium, you use Magister like it applies to every Tevinter mage.
What are you then?
If you're not a Magister, then what are you called? No special title?
I'm an Altus, which is almost as good as a Magister, depending on who you ask.
An Altus is...
I've never heard of an Altus.
Upper class. Those families who trace descent from the Dreamers, the first prophets of the old gods. If you're a mage and you're not Altus, then you're later, lower class. If you're not a mage at all, you're Soperati. That's everyone else. We do love our fancy words.
Yeah. What about the Archon?
I thought the Archon ruled over the Imperium.
Well, yes. Technically, he can overrule laws passed by the Magisterium, but that never happens. Even so, he gets to appoint new Magisters, which means all the families vie madly for his favor. Thus, the Archon gets invited to all the parties. The truest path to Tevinter influence, let me tell you.
Mages do rule.
If it's a fiction, that means mages do rule, then.
Yes and no. Let me put it this way. Mages do rule, but not all mages are equal. If you're not from the right family, chances are you don't rule anything. Maybe you're even a slave. The idea that anyone could be a mage, however, keeps the masses placated.
Is that true?
Can anyone be a mage?
Technically. The potential runs mostly in bloodlines, but it's been known to happen. More importantly, commoners believe it can. Tevinter legend is chock full of mage heroes from humble origins. So they hold out hope. Someday my son or my son's son will be a mage. Someday. Poor sods don't realize that means he'll be a quaestor at the arse end of the 100 Pillars, at best.
Is that bad?
Being a quaestor isn't a good thing?
I imagine the average non-mage likes to think so. Counting numbers and shuffling papers all day is better than many occupations after all. If you're a second-class citizen among a pack of piranha, however, your outlook changes.
I want to ask you something else.
But let me ask you something else.
Of course.
The Imperium has a Chantry?
There's an Imperial Chantry, isn't there? With its own divine?
You people aren't supposed to talk about the Black Divine, are you? If you mention him outside the Imperium, people make that face, like you're urinating in public. But yes, we do have the Chantry, or a version of it. Night and day comparing it to yours.
Is it really that different?
Is the Imperial Chantry so different from ours?
Not in theory. The main difference is in the whole magic is meant to serve man, not rule over him business. Back home, ruling the unwashed masses is serving them, for the good of the Imperium. Perhaps it started with good intentions, but these days it's academic. The circles are in command.
Of circles?
There are circles of magi in the Imperium?
We don't have dismal little mage prisons, if that's what you mean. They're academies, prestigious ones. We have Templars as well, but they don't cancel spells or whatever your Templars do. They're soldiers. They watch for abuse of magic, yes, but only those who are weak or who fall out of favor get dealt with. Mostly they enforce their magisterium's edicts. The Chantry smiles and nods from the sidelines.
The Black Divine.
Do you really call him the Black Divine?
We don't call him that, oh no. In the Imperium, he's the true divine. The woman sitting on the Sunburst throne is some backwater pretender. It all stems from a disagreement over Andraste. Marvelous, isn't it?
A disagreement?
Why would they disagree over Andraste?
It's not my field of expertise, but the Imperium believes Andraste was a mortal woman, a mage. Down south, they say, no, she's the bride of the Maker, ascended to his side, divine provenance, a blah blah blah. We feel better believing Andraste was one of us. Makes executing her less damning, you see. So we elected a man as divine, the South declared war, and we've been feuding cousins ever since.
Our divine is male?
So the Imperial Divine is always a man?
All the better to distinguish him from that other one, yes. Don't think there aren't a number of female magisters who bristle at that. Why can't they be divine after all? Same reason you never see a man on the Sunburst throne. Because that's how it's always been done. Excellent reasoning.
Are you religious?
Do you consider yourself Andrastian?
The big question. It might surprise you that I do consider myself Andrastian. I simply do not believe in the Chantry. It is a relic, whether back home or here in the south. Something from a bygone age desperately clinging to relevance. It's not an opinion that makes me popular.
The Chantry has its place. I think that my character would say that.
I disagree. I don't think the Chantry is irrelevant.
Not to most, no. Perhaps just to me. I'll say this. I may not believe in the Chantry, but I believe in you.
Oh, thank you.
In me.
That the Maker sent you, whether through Andraste or fate. Cassandra is not wrong. You are what we needed most at the moment we needed it. That's what they will say in ages to come.
I'm surprised you think that.
You don't seem like the religious sort, to be honest.
If you define religious as sitting in a chantry and listening to a blithering hen tell you how to live, then no. If you define it as believing in the possibility that something larger than yourself exists, then yes, by all means. The world is bigger than I, even bigger than you. It laughs at all the things we think we know. The Maker doesn't need me to believe, but I do. The thought of no one at all watching out for us is too frightening.
Oh, that's something else.
Let me ask you something else.
So many questions.
Could Devinter be an ally?
I'm wondering if the Imperium would be a useful ally.
I'd think you'd be more concerned whether or not they'd support the Venatori. They won't.
Yeah, that's true.
At least, not officially. They'll disavow all knowledge of dangerous cultists. Secretly, many Magisters will rejoice at the idea. And if the South falls to chaos in the meantime, all the better.
It would be in the Imperium's best interest to help. Surely it could use allies.
I think the Imperium gave up on the idea of allies a long time ago. We've been fighting the Qunari for what, 200 years off and on? It's a point of pride that we go it alone. They'll sneer at the South behind their silk handkerchiefs and say, "You've had it easy for far too long." Let's not forget that the Inquisition seems to be an arm of the Orlesian Chantry. Anathema so far as they're concerned.
But we're not.
We're not part of the Chantry. The Chantry opposed the Inquisition's formation.
You think that matters? Don't be silly. The Herald of Andraste. Your very title smacks of the Southern Chantry. You may as well be a heathen. I think they're far
Yeah, I
more
suppose.
frightened what you'll do if you succeed.
Investigate. Is blood magic common?
Just how often is blood magic used there?
Oh, not at all.
Not at all.
That's what any Magister would tell you. They'd be convincingly offended by the notion, too. Of course, what people call blood magic here, and what we consider blood magic, are two different things.
What do you call it?
What's considered actual blood magic in Tevinter?
Blood magic isn't inherently dangerous. Using your own blood or that of a willing participant, what's the harm? The problem is that what's permitted only gets you so much power. And what if you need more? You always need more. That's where we get into sacrifices and demon summoning. None of that is done. Not officially. Behind closed doors, it's a different story. Real blood magic can give you an edge, a leg up against your opponents. It's safe to assume that any mage of rank does it. The rest are quietly shut out of power, to put it bluntly.
No Templar intervention?
You'd think the Templars would object.
I imagine they did, long ago. Once, their investigations might have been sincere. Then their balls were cut off. Too inconvenient. Nowadays, only the friendless are accused. Most of them probably innocent.
No one disagrees?
There must be some mages who oppose this.
Of course. I do. And I'm not entirely alone. Occasionally, there'll be a Magister who makes noise. And then the reform talk begins. All very patriotic. Meanwhile, that Magister will be quietly shunned. Chances are, surprise, it's learned he was a Maleficar all along. Most learn to keep quiet. Me? I enjoy the allure of pariahhood.
Okay, what about slavery?
Anyone who talks about the Imperium mentions slavery. It's the center of the slave trade.
Ah. That is true.
And did you have slaves?
Not personally, but my family does and treats them well. Honestly, I never thought much about it until I came south. Back home, it's how it is. Slaves are everywhere. You don't question it. I'm not even certain many slaves do.
That's a horror. That's a terrible attitude.
That's it? You don't question it?
In the south, you have alienages, slums, both human and elven. The desperate have no way out. Back home, a poor man can sell himself. As a slave, he could have a position of respect, comfort, and could even support a family. Some slaves are treated poorly, it's true. But do you honestly think inescapable poverty is better?
At least they have a choice.
At least they're free. They don't have slavery forced on them.
You think people choose to be poor and oppressed? I doubt it. I don't know what it's like to be a slave, true. I never thought about it until I saw how different it was here. But I suspect you don't know either. Nor should you believe that every tale of Tevinter excess is the norm.
That's it.
That's all I wanted to know.
Fair enough.
Have you seen Alexius?
Have you gone to see Alexius yet? He's in the cells.
Not yet, no. I saw him before they locked him up. He looked despondent, broken. Not the man I remember, nor the one I want to. I suppose the Inquisition will judge him eventually. I wonder if there's any chance they'll show him mercy. He hardly deserves it, but for Felix's sake. I can't help hoping there's something left of the man I once knew.
I think Dorian and I are actually going to have some issues. That slave thing was hard. Sorry, Dorian. Didn't mean to lose all that, reputation with you, I
can't
guess.
be happy giving up your whole life for the Maker. I mean, look at the
Let's speak to
chances.
Sarah.
You think that elf Sarah-
She's not going to be
Mages
happy.
all over. So many robes. I bet all of Ferelden lost their curtains.
You think entirely too much
Just be the other
about
side of
that
haste.
elf, Sarah.
Just in case.
I can't help it. I've got
Don't like
eyes,
mages?
don't I?
Do you have a problem with our new allies? With mages?
No problem with mages. I mean, you
It's
know
one of the
some that
normal
are all
dirty
right. My problem is magic. If mages sat on their hands, everything would be fine. I mean, yay, freedom. Great for them. Over there, away from me.
Okay, like cool.
I'll be
I
back.
expected more, but
Go on.
right, Varric.
The Mage Rebellion joins the Inquisition. I've got to admit that's a twist I didn't see coming. One thing you saw in the future worries me. I mean, it was all bad. But Red Lyrium and Ferelden, infecting people and growing out of them, that's bad. Finding more of it really punches a hole in my red lyrium at the temple was a coincidence theory.
How fast does it
How long
spread?
does it take for red lyrium to grow? How fast can it spread?
It took years to infect people in Kirkwall, but no one there was actually ingesting the stuff. This Elder One managed to take the worst thing I can think of and make it worse. That's an accomplishment.
We need to eliminate it.
We can't leave a single piece of that lyrium out in the wild.
I'm with you on that. I've got people trying to find out where the red stuff came from. I think maybe we should make that a priority. But that's enough doom and gloom. You just won a big victory for the Inquisition. What are you going to do to celebrate?
Plan for what's next? Catch my breath. Plan for what's next. That sounds right.
We can't know what's coming. Best not to get too comfortable.
I can't disagree with that. But maybe you should try to relax while you can. Things should be calm around here for at least the next hour. Take a moment to enjoy it. If the world's about to end, I'm sure the Seeker will let us know.
You're not wrong, Varric. Okay. Let's speak to Colin and Cassandra.
The mages are ready to approach the breach. I pray this will be enough to close it.
Give the mages a chance.
I know you're worried about having the mages here. Give them a chance to prove themselves.
I'm not questioning their ability or their intentions, but we cannot ignore the risks. I will not endanger the alliance you've created. We need their help. Any precautions taken will be to ensure the safety of our people and the mages themselves. Nothing more.
Okay, that's all.
That's all for now.
Another time, then.
It looks like someone's talking to Cassandra.
And what are we supposed to do, exactly?
What you always do. Complain.
We've already spoken with Commander Cullen. No one listens. We want better quarters. We want the Templars kept at a distance. And some respect for...
This is not the Circle. You mages are our allies, not our wards. Act like it.
How are we supposed to...
Deal with it. It never ends, evidently.
Arguing just makes them worse.
Fighting with them will only make them more stubborn.
The mages are here as equals. They need to get used to what that means. It is your doing, after all. You created this alliance.
I did my best.
I had to think on my feet, and I did what I could.
Oh. I do sound like I'm blaming you, don't I? I don't disapprove. In fact, you did well. You made a decision when it needed to be made. And here we are. I wish I could say this was my doing.
Flatterer.
You're flattering me.
I'm not. This always happens. Nobody ever takes my meaning.
You should see your face.
I'm thinking less flattering things now.
Wow.
Let's hope the breach has your sense of humor.
Come on, that's all you're gonna say?
Go on, then.
Wow. Fine, fine, you know what?
That's enough for now.
As you wish.
Oh, Blackwall. Forgot about Blackwall. Sorry, dude. Oh, and Iron Bull. I forgot about so many people.
Nice work at Redcliffe.
Incredible.
I could help the mages learn to work with Inquisition soldiers if you like. Not that the chief has any apostates in the group.
I can use you.
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the Chargers?
The Templars have holed up in Thorinfal Redoubt. No idea what's happening inside. I could have some of the boys poke around. If nothing else, we get a better look at the land.
Okay, goodbye.
We'll talk later.
So, that Tevinter guy sent you into the future?
Yeah. to Vinter magic was weird, right?
Every time I think I understand magic, the rules change.
I know, right? If I were a mage, I'd just throw fire at people. That's honest. Anyway, I hope our new friends have what it takes to close the breach. Damn thing gives me a headache just looking at it.
Well, I gained some approval back with Iron Bolt. That's a win.
Good day to you.
And Blackwall.
Smithing is hot work. Here, have something to drink.
There was never going to be an easy answer to the mage dilemma. What you did for the mages took courage. You gave them a chance. Everyone deserves one.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for such a simple, straight to the point answer, Blackwall. We appreciate it. I think.
Truths the Maker has revealed to me. As there is but one God, one life, one death.
Oh, that's something I should do as well, isn't it? That was some crap. Again, we'll get rid of all greys. To be fair, not those just yet, because we might need some different helmets. We'll leave the helmets for now. And leave amulets, because I think some people still need amulets. That's good. Cool. Much better. Clean out our inventory a little bit.
All men are the work of our Maker's hands. From the lowest slaves to the highest kings.
Go in peace, Herald of Andraste.
Only the word. Sing only the charm.
Maker, though the darkness comes upon
Josephine's back in her room now, interesting.
Greetings.
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Okay, right. Just wanted to see if there was anything different with her being in her quarters now. But no, it didn't seem like so. Doesn't seem like it. The operations on the map, it looks like. A lot of them, in fact. Templars at Theronfall Redoubt went quiet while the Inquisition dealt with Redcliffe. I'd be happy to take the charge out to investigate the area. I can send the charge in with Inquisition troops to bolster their numbers. Let's do Liliana for that one.
Let's see what we have.
An ally from Starkhaven. The Inquisition has received a missive from Starkhaven. Most cordial greetings. My name is Sebastian Vale, sole heir of the Vale Princes of Starkhaven. I recently retook the throne of this great city from those who sought to gain it through unjust means. As the most devoted adherent of the Chantry, I felt the loss of most holy Justinian keenly. I too hoped for a resolution to the terrible conflict that claimed the lives of hundreds in Kirkwall and now threatens to claim all of Thedas. I extend Starkhaven's hand in a friendship to the Inquisition. Together let us right the wrongs visited upon our world. Prince Sebastian Vale. I'll send emissaries. Though the free marches cities have always been independent, earning the support of the most prosperous ones may be to our advantage. They wouldn't participate in this, so... Right, okay, that's Josephine on that one. What's this one? Answer a request from Asmal. Commander Cullen, I understand the Inquisition is working with Redcliffe's mages. I'm surprised someone from Kirkwall would condone any arrangement with them, but it does put you in a position to aid us. Asmal's circle has sustained significant damage during the uprisings. Rather than follow the Lord Seeker, many of our Templars are elected to remain and deal with the aftermath. Our resources are limited. Furthermore, we have loyalist mages with us. Asmal's people would happily throw them to the wolves, even though they have nothing to do with the rebellion. As it stands, I fear we may fail in our duty to protect them. I trust you sympathize with our predicament. I humbly request our charges to be transferred to the Inquisition. We have a few Templars of our own. Asmal's Templars would be comfortable working with them. They can ensure safe passage from for the mages. Yeah, let's do that.
To work?
Cool. And then I'm just going to read and see if there's anything inside. It looks like there is. Truth of Dare, Lake Celestine, and Grand Cleric Iona. Right, so we're gonna have to come back to those a little bit. But let's start this next quest for now. In your heart shall burn. Join forces with your new allies to assault the heart of the breach and close it once and for all.
The best of the mages are ready, Herald. Be certain you are prepared for the assault on the breach. We cannot know how you will be affected.
1 second, I want to check something here. Okay, so interestingly, after this point, we will no longer be able to access Haven. I thought it was that quest. It did look like it. So, what I'm thinking is, do we have anything else that needs to be done here specifically? I don't think we do at this point, do we? Everything's just zone specific, isn't it? Cool, right. One second, I'm just going to check this. Unless otherwise indicated, all water operations obtained in Haven will remain available when the Inquisitor reaches Skyhold. I'm kind of almost tempted to leave these until... What can we do though? We can't, like, we've got nothing left. I should have maybe done this quest earlier so I had time to do side quests whilst these operations finished. What to do?
With passioned breath does the darkness creep. It is the whisper in the night, the lie upon your sleep.
How long are the next ones? I should actually look at that quick. We'll read them, see what they are. We'll read them and weep. Read them and weep. Page from Travelers of Chantry Scholar lies on the table. This passage is circled. The region between Lake Celestine and the shores of the Waking Sea is known as the Heartlands, a place of vineyards and gilded marble estates the locals refer to as cottages. It is often said that Orlay's heart is plated with gold, and so it seems fitting that the Heartlands are perhaps the richest place outside of Valroyor. A note is written at the bottom of the page. Comte de Moria and Marquis Automont? Both spending money like water, which to pursue. Okay. And Grand Cleric Iona. While the Chantry is ostensibly the Inquisition's ally. Okay, right. A cleric has arisen as the leader of those who oppose it. Grand Cleric Iona of Cumberland has quietly gathered them around her, giving her an early lead in the race to become the next Divine. Should she succeed, this could mean a resumption of widespread opposition to the Inquisition, as well as danger to the Herald of Andraste. Okay, so... Am I right in thinking, so... That one's going to take 3 hours. Oh, whole thing. It's going to take 3 hours as well. This one for Cullen is literally going to take 5 minutes. Oh, right. What I think we can do is, if we leave it there for now, because those quests are largely roll, or like those will be done by the time even if we come back a little bit later, potentially. Those quests will be done then, and we can. But then this one's nearly done. What do we do? I'll AFK quick. We'll come back, put Cullen on another quest, so that when we come back, we've got 3 done, and then we can kind of do the last one. We'll see what the timings on them are, and we'll go from there, kind of thing. So give me like 2 minutes. Hello, we're back. Okay. How much longer on this? 1 minute. Oh gosh, right, okay. We'll read the next ones so we know exactly what they are ahead of time. Oh, did we read this? No, we read them. Okay, we read them already. I just sat here looking at the board. We'll see how long they are. If one of them's under the short one, we can send Cullen on it, because we might not even be able to send Cullen on it. But if it is, if it's a short one, then we'll do that for sure. Watch the timer go down. I'm pretty good with how much we've done this weekend, though, of the game. Because I think over the 2 days we've done like something close to, at the moment, we've done 2 hours today, we did 7.5 yesterday, so we're like almost on 10 hours at the moment. Which is pretty good, to be fair. Can't argue with that. Can't argue with that. Pretty happy with that. Nine, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bam. Okay. Commander Cullen, our men arrived this morning. It's good to see the Inquisition still trusts the Templars to perform their duties. Once we ensure that Osmond's circle is stable and that no dangerous items fall into the hands of unsuspecting scavengers, we will join you ourselves. See, this is good because it makes me feel like I feel like all mages wouldn't have joined us if we had sided with the Templars, but siding with the mages and then having some Templars still come and join us feels kind of right in a way, you know? Anyway, let's have a look and see if these quests can be done by... Oh, no, busy. Right, he can do this one. And this one takes 54 minutes. The display of force and a warning are all we need. She's not a fool and will realize the Templar Order no longer protects her. Sure, we'll go with that. Oh, wait, it's interesting. It's shorter with this, short with these. What's the other one? She has Riles. We could pick one and give that cleric whatever ammunition we can muster against Grand Cleric Iona. Grand Cleric Iona has no secrets, but she is dangerous. She has hooked her wagon to this issue alone. We cannot let it take her to the Sunburst throne. She must be silenced. Bloomin' heck, I think Cullen's is actually the best one in this instance. So we're going to have to pick... This one's a Josephine versus the Liliana one. So now that that one's underway as well, we basically have one more to do. We can leave that for next time, do some small pieces of getting some shards or going and collecting some items for the requisitions whilst we finish that one off. I think is probably the best way of doing it. So I will see you guys again soon, basically. I know that was very small, like it was a be right back to be here for 2 minutes, but obviously that one's going to take another hour. So it's going to be like 2 weeks. Yeah, well, it's not going to matter because it's obviously if Cullen could be done on both of them, that would have been fine. But right now, obviously, we're going to have to pick between Liliana and Josephine. They're both on 3-hour quests. So yeah, we'll leave it there for now. We'll save quick and then we'll come back. It might be later today. I don't know for certain, but it might be depending on how things go. But oh wait, have we leveled up? Didn't know we leveled up. Damn. What do we go for next? Bodyguard. Oh, do we go for this one? It's still standing. When the more foes nearby, the harder you fight, the tougher you get. I think I've got to get that right. I've got a new ability now, and so that also that's like an actual skill. Interesting. Interesting indeed. I do need more like attacks. I think that's what I need to focus on next, because that it just feels like I've got like loads of like abilities on my bar rather than like attacks. Anyway, right. Yes, save game. Right, guys. I'll see you guys either later today or tomorrow for more. Thank you guys as always. I'll see you later.